All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Say hi to everybody. All right. So it's been a long time that we haven't studied or learned to each other, right? Just because we got a long holiday during Songkran Festival, I can say. Yeah. So to those of you just entering into the Zoom or just coming into the Zoom, right? So what you need to do for the first for today's lesson is that just check the attendance. Okay. Everybody look at into the line group and just type your name and ID student. 1, 2, 3, go. Yep. All right. So today class, we are going to study for ECP 304 class 13. I can say just because we can skip from the previous one. And then next week, we are going to do the passport test, meaning that for this week, we have to review all of passport tests together. So I understand that there is no group presentation, right? English, weekly English presentation, right? Just done already. Also, the mock interview, done. Everything is done already. Is that right? Good. Okay, so now just check the attendance, okay? Your name and ID student. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, I'm going to check that you're ready to study, you're ready to listen, right? If you're ready, just type yes in the chat box. Zoom, please. 1, 2, 3. Yes, please. Okay, good. Everyone is say yes, and then I have to say yes too. Okay, I think it's time for all of you to start studying together. Right, so for this kind of activity, I have to skip it then first, just because it might be running out of time here. And then, so today class, I think I should skip for the listening test just because we can practice for the final exam, right? Next week after we do passport test together. Right, so I think all of you have to do for the passport test first. All right, just review together, right? Okay, good. So 9 o'clock already. So we can start from the first question here, just because today I think we can review a lot of lesson from reading comprehension, as well as just catch up what we need to do for the passport test. All right. So the first question is that okay, everyone can see it, right? It is on the basis of something, of sentimental elements that what is that power has arranged the blah 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 families of North America. Okay, good. So you can see here it's all about vocabulary in that context, right? Accident is okay. Accident families, linguistic families of North America. Rudiment, what is that actually? Ramification, things like that. And then stratification is meaning that expansion or a series of something. So you can say stratification here. So here it's all about North America. So you can see like an accident, occurrence, or situation here. It doesn't fit for families. Is that right? So here we can see that what we need to use the vocabulary in that context, it must be related to, the context, actually families. All right, so let's say accident families. No, I don't think that it could be fit here. Linguistic families, it sounds reasonable here just because a family, a type word families, things like that. So you can use to listen, things like this, right? And rudiment families, I don't think that it could be fit too, or even stratification families here, it doesn't fit too. So the answer will go for B boy. Let's say word families or linguistic families here. Everyone type B. BB for me, please. วันนี้เรียนเร็วนะฮะเปิดมาปุ๊บเรียนเลยนะ Moving to next, all right, this large influx of Europeans, however, is modifying the population by reducing the Indian and mestizo elements to AAA, blah, blah, blah. So we can see, like, look at the possible answer first. Minority, less, right? At least less or minority, a small group of people, a small group of community, let's say like that. Opposition here, when it comes to talk about opposition, what you need to understand from the context is that we have to see the transitions, okay? I can say like however, but, or on the other hand, on the contrary, in the contradiction, whatever. So meaning is shift from one into the one. So you can see, you can say, or you can use opposition here. Splinter. Is that okay? Splinters mean like, let's say flexibility, or even outnumber here, meaning too much. Okay, too much. So the context here must be related to something large or something more and more. So here, this large influx of Europeans, influx meaning that immigrate, right? However, is modifying the population by reducing the Indian and metro. So we can see the hint here, Indian or mestizo, which mean that minority of a group of community. Is that right? A minority of, group of community here. So the answer will go for A. Everyone type AA for me, please. พิมพ์ A เลยครับรีบรัวๆครับผม Move. That's it. There is a good deal. There is a good deal something. In the color of fur, sorry, fur, right? Okay, fur prevailing something being gray. Fur gray would be like the correlate, word, right? A correlated word here. So A, dissimilarity, when we see something dis or on, right? Meaning chip would be like the opposite one. Dissimilarity meaning the differences here, or even differences. There is a good deal of differences. So if you choose A or B, so meaning here would be the same. Is that right? Variation, variety of something, or even distinction to make a difference between the two. So here we can say like dissimilarity means difference mean different, or even distinction mean different. So the answer will go for C. Everyone type C for me, please. พิมพ์ C เลยนะครับ 34 students are in the online classes. Okay, good. Next, moving to next question here, question number 4. So we can see D, blah, blah, blah. Character of these movements or changes of a position indicates that they are of nervous origin. Nervous origin, what is that actually? So, so look at the part of speech first. Characteristic, is that right? So we need an adjective here. Of all these movements, something change movement from another one to the other one, right? Determined character, purposeful character, steadfast character, or even resolute character. So here it's all about an adjective that is described, and now here, character. Is that right? So indicate that they are nervous origin. So meaning that we have to see the meaningful word here, which is related to what we are going to see the, this one, indicate, meaning purpose, is that right? Purpose, or aim at something, all right? So what we need to, put in that blank, we have to see something that is related to purpose. Determine character. So we can say like determine project, determine proposal, determine statement, things like that. Purposeful character would be fine here. Steadfast, meaning that like you need to describe something which is ongoing, right? It's not that related to people here. It might be something else, or even resolute here, meaning complete character. So it doesn't sound reasonable here. So the answer will go for B-boy. Everyone type BB for me, please. Good. Move to the next question here. Your real name if you choose to provide it. Your real name if you choose to provide it. It will be used for giving you blah 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 for your work. Giving you something and then for your work. Ascription here, meaning that what is that actually? Let's say like there's something is in that. I mean like get recorded in something, is that right? Okay, acknowledgement, agree on, or attribution. Attribution here meaning generalized to other people, or even credibility. Is that okay? Credibility. So which one would be the correct answer here? Okay, so we can see from the, let's say, from the context here, your real name, you choose to provide it, will be used for giving you something generalized here. Ascription doesn't fit for this blank, cross it. Acknowledgement, meaning that agree for your work. No, I don't think so. Just because when you put something for it, your life, meaning that it might be in the progressive way or achievement or generalize something here. So we can wait between the two, attribution or even credibility. So if you got a credit from your work, so meaning that it's not that I can say that it's not that the way that we have to change something here. It's all about it must be coming from your own, right? So the answer we go for is C-cat here, attribution. Everyone type attribution for me, please. C-cat here, yeah. CC just because it's all about like it generalized positivity to the work or performance here that is related to working. That's it. You are amazed at all things you know, which are not on blah 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 paper. A, consideration. So we can see that the context is all about like something here. The adjective plus paper, is that right? Consideration paper is okay. So inspection paper, scrutiny paper, or even examination paper. Paper exam, right? So it's not that hard here. So the answer we go for D dot here. Everyone type D. D for me, please. Good. All right, a little bit challenging, right? It's all about passport test, I can say. So what you need to do, just review, recall, and remember the correct answer. That's it. Moving to next, the sky is blah, 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 cloudless from the beginning of May till about the end of October. A, continuously cloudless, frequently cloudless. Is that okay? Or repeatedly again and again, cloudless. I don't think that it could be fit for this blank. Or even regularly. Regularly is normal, right? So what we need to see is that we have to see the context from the sky. It's not that a person. So here, the adverb of frequency here, maybe we can say like, when it comes to recalling from the adverb of frequency, we need to see the action ongoing that happen from time to time, right? So if you choose frequently, I do frequently exercise. I do regularly exercise every week, let's say, or even I do repeatedly review the exam. So the action for all, it's suited for people. But here, the sky is something, right? So meaning that we have to choose only A. Everyone type A for me, please. Good, right? Moving to next question number 8, 9 through. Though it is probably destined to be used even more extensively as a blah, blah, blah. A what? As a before the demand for it. As the feeding stuff become equal to supply. Though, contradiction here, right? So we can notice from the transition here. It is probably destined to be used even more extensively as a compost fertilizer, humus, or potash. What is that actually? Equal supply, demand for it, and feeding stuff become equal to supply. So we can see composer, component here. It's okay. Fertilization, fertilizer. Feeding, so something feed, right? Give nutrition, or give something, right? Substances, which is related to fertilizer, just because it talks about supply or agriculture here. That's it. So the answer we go for B, boy. Everyone type B for me, please. That's it. Moving to 2 more questions here from the passport test. It is something to distinguish, but that give rise to polyps before. I'm sorry, from those that from meat usage. Beneficial. It is beneficial. Yes. It is convenient, it is advantageous, or even it is acceptable. It is beneficial too. It is convenient too. So we have to see the context here. Give rise from those, differentiation. Is that right? So it talks about distinguish or make a difference here. Acceptable, generalize something here. Beneficial, something good. Convenient to advantageous. Advantageous meaning the same, beneficial here. Acceptable is normal way. So we can cross A, cross C, and cross deduct here. It is simple, let's say, convenience here. Everyone type B for me, please, BB. It is convenient to distinguish, meaning that to make a differentiation is easy to do that, that's all. And the last question for today is that nature is as well adapted to our strength, infrality, vulnerability, weakness, or even instability. Nature, well-adapted nature, right? When it comes to talk about something that happens by itself, right? So you can see like it has to adapt something for for themselves. Like, let's say, in fragility, our strength would be a key here. So we have to see something different from strength here. Fragility, vulnerability, weakness, or even instability. Vulnerability would be the same. So I would say that the C cat here would be hit to that context, just because we see strength is contradict to weakness here. Everyone type C for me, please. C. Sit. And the rest are all like get the same meaning, but it doesn't fit for this context. That's all about passport test today. All right, so what you need to do is that just review, recall, and remember, just because it's all about like a passport test, and I can say that it's a little bit challenging. And also what you need to see is that review, right? So if you want to know more or learn more, you can see the differentiation between, the vocabulary, right? The possible answer here, and then just check to the Cambridge dictionary would be great. That's all today for passport test. That's it. Clear, right? If clear, type clear for me, please. This is the answer key, right? If you missed or even cannot catch for my, explanation or clarification here, just see this and then just like match in each question here. That's all. Vocabulary, no. This one I can skip it then, just because it's not that related to our lesson here. Good. All right, so moving to reading comprehension here, I'm going to give you 1 minute. No, 2 minutes here. You can read this one first for 1 minute, okay? And then this one too for 1 minute, right? Try to read it first, and then we can learn it together, okay? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, everyone. So let's read and then let's do the test together. So this is a part of reading comprehension, which is a part of your final exam, right? Reading section. So actually, I'm going to give you for 75 question type, MCQ, multiple choice, which is similar to the reading for a TOEIC test, right? So what you need to do is that you have to prepare for double emails, which is really important for your score of a reading test here. All right, shall we start for this one, right? So when it comes to reading the text, right, so you need to prepare for a fast reader or even reading quickly as much as possible here. But here, if you read, I can say that reading is kind of like individual skills, meaning that if you read slowly, you have to see your pace for reading first. But if you are consider yourself as a fast reader, so you can read it for the test here. So first of all, what you need to do is that just pick up the topic sentence or the topic one here, right? Driving to the future. Driving to the future, meaning the future of driving, is that right? Okay, let's say like the keyword here is driving. Everyone type driving for me, please. Driving, right? So here, with energy prices around the world hitting all-time highs, more and more consumers are welcoming to the advent of electric car. So here, advent meaning creation, right? The possibility of creating something else, electric car. Driving first, driving what? Driving electric car. So here you can type again, electricity or even electric car, just because this is the main point that we have to understand or pick up, right? Okay, keyword here. They believe that using the electric car, right? Again, electric car. So what you need to understand is that you have to find like the repetitive word in that context. So meaning that if you can see the word must be repeated again and again, which is really important thing for that context. So you can assume that it's all about the main idea or the main keyword here, okay? Again, they believe that using the electric car will soon become a trend. However, many other people doubt the practicality or efficiency of the electric car. So we can see like for this sentence, you have to understand a bit just because we can see the transition here. However, what you need to highlight is that all of transitions in that context, in that reading passage, just because a transition may lead you to understand the text, which is the same or contradict to each other. So here we can see a lot, however, here, right? So it costs something new, the advent of electric car, but some people may not confident enough that it is work for using it or not, right? So this one would be like a contradiction. So here, everyone type however to me again, to me please. Okay, however, just because this is an important transition here. They keep pointing out, it means let's say indicate, right? Indicate that it has to be recharged regularly, recharged again and again. Besides, it is not as good looking as ordinary car. Also, the way that electric car is not good looking as the normal car that we used to driving in a daily life. And above all, it still causes pollution. And this one would be like important one, just because when you use lots of electricity, it may cause lots of pollution here. Everyone type pollution to me, please, just because it's all about, let's say, it must be concerned to environmentally, friendly, environmentally. Yeah, that's it. Pollution here. Moving to next paragraph. So what you need to understand is that just phrase only one single paragraph and try to make it understandable, or even you have to understand by your own, and then you can move to the next paragraph then, okay? Despite this such criticism, fans of electric car believe that all these problems can be solved. All right? Even something talking about something discussed here, fans of electric car believe that the problem can be solved. Okay, so it talks about solving problem here. They insist that with more investment and technology involved, all aspects of electric car can be greatly improved. So from the sentence here, from the whole paragraph, the second paragraph, do you think it is positive or negative? Just type for me, please. Despite something bad, but it's still good. So meaning that here it's all about positive one. Everyone type positive for me, please. Is that okay? Just because he or she is really confident that using electric car may improve something for better and better here. Yep. Optimistic predicted. Predict is predicting too. Within 20 years, there will be electric car, right? Then gas-powered cars on the road. If so, we can look for it too, consuming less of the world oil supply. So meaning that here we can reduce oil or gas consumption, okay? Supply which still enjoying the freedom of convenience of driving. Again, for the last sentence here, do you think it is positive or negative? So here I'm going to teach you that which paragraph is positive, which paragraph is negative, just because it's all about like we have to differentiate when it comes to see the possible answer from the question type here. So here the last sentence is all about positive 1, 2, right? So you can type, what is that? Good, right? Good one. Okay, let's say it's not positive. Let's type good again. All right, good. So here, all right, all in all, I can say that for this take, you can see that the sentence, the paragraph talks about something new, creating something new here, driving to the future, electricity, electric car, and optimistic or analysis try to explain that it is a good than bad one. Good. Moving to detailed email here, memorandum, right? Good. So what you need to do is skim and scan first, using skim and scan technique here. Skimming, right? Nicholas from Raymond Porter. Subject, meeting for future taxi fleet purchases. All right, meeting future taxi purchases. Future taxi would be a keyword here. Everyone type taxi for me, please. Taxi grab, that's it. Good. I just read another article on electric car. Our entire fleet of taxis uses gasoline-powered combustion engines. With electric car, perhaps we can reduce our cost and help the environment. Okay, so here the keyword here is that if they decide to use electric car, so they can save environment. Okay, save environment. Everyone type environment for me, please, just because this is the important word here. That's it. Accordingly, I'm calling for a meeting of executive board at 9 a.m. on September 21st, blah, blah, blah. This is the arrangement of time schedule, right? And then I'd like you and your staff to prepare a paper to be sent out to board members about a week before the meeting. I also like to prepare 20 minutes of PowerPoint presentation to highlight the statistic. So here it's all about the action plan that they ask someone to prepare or doing something for a big important meeting here. Is that right? and then tell Decorich to Sparefield clerk to give you a hand. Give you a hand meaning help to each other, right? So someone needs some help, meaning that Jacob have to help he or she here, right? We need to keep on the top of developments and maybe save the company lots of money in the future. That's it. It's all about like memorandum for meeting and urgent meeting here. That's it. Good, right? Clear. Everyone clear, right? If you're clear, type clear for me, please. Okay. Again, so what you need to read for a reading test, right? Try to read for the first reading first, and then make a relevant information why they need an email. Is okay? Why they need is because the reason of the relevant information is very important to make sure that you understand the reading section here. All right, so shall we start for the first question here? What will happen as a result? What will happen as a result of increased investment in the electric car industry? A, they will draw more criticism. Is that okay? Investor got rich quickly. The cars can be greatly improved. And then the technology becomes easier. They will draw more criticism. No, just because they talks about positive things, right? They feel confident, much more confident. So there is no criticism here. Cross A, investor got rich. It doesn't imply or refer to this context. Cross it. Improve. So we got a positive thing from electric car, is that right? Or even technology become easier. We can use some technology, but it's not that easy here. So the answer we go for C. Cat. Everyone type C for me, please. That's it. C แล้ว C รัวๆเลยพิมพ์ C เลยนะ reading จะยากหน่อย All right, moving to in the article, the word advent here is the closest meaning to adventure, right? Something creating something, or even found out something here. Departure, leave out from somewhere else. Arrival, come on, or coming to somewhere else. Is that right? Okay, and then discovery, found out, or even science here. It's not that hard. Everyone type C for me, please. CC, discovery, Siam, discovery, right? C, right? C and C, that's it. Moving to next question here. Why is a meeting being called? Okay, meeting must be called just because of reason. The reason why, what is that actually? To purchase a new fleet of gasoline-powered cars. Purchase, okay? Gasoline, no electricity, is that right? To develop a new type of electric car. To design a new type of fuel for a combustion engines, or even to explore possible saving using different types of car. So they call for a meeting just because they want to discuss something on electric car, and they just thinking that electric car may improve their company in terms of saving something here. Also the way that we can save the environment too. Is that right? So this is all the comprehension or understanding that you have to, to say or explain here. So purchase, cross it, develop, cross it, or even design, cross it. The answer we go for detail here. Everyone type DD for me, please. Okay, good. And then who most likely Raymond? Raymond. What is that? Let me check first. Raymond from Raymond Porter. Raymond Porter, who wrote this email, is that right? So Raymond wrote this email. So Raymond have to think before wrote. Is that right? Taxi driver, assistant to the George. a president of taxi company, or even taxi passenger. Cross it, passenger here, driver cross it. An assistant to George, or president of taxi company. Assistant to George, there is no George here, is that right? Let's say he must be a high position, right? The one who got a very high position. Let's say president would be the answer. Type C for me, please. Right? Someone wrote English must be the president one. That's it. All right, moving to the last question here. What is Nicholas ought to do? A, prepare a handout for a presentation, call an executive board meeting, redesign taxi for the fleet, or even place an order for a new taxi. The asked to do for preparing handout, preparing statistic for the electricity or electric car, right? So the answer will go for A. Everyone type A for me, please. All right, perfect, right? If you understood, just type perfect here. So what you need to do again, right? Sum up and wrap up here. Try to read in each paragraph first, all right? And then identify the main idea or keyword, right? A step by step, right? Read the first and then move to the second paragraph, move to the third paragraph, and summary the whole picture of the reading test. And next, you need to make a relevant information here, just because you need to read first and then read second one. So here it's all about email, using skimming and scanning strategy, reading tech here to make sure that you can be a fast reader, right? Again, just try to make sure that you got main point here. And when it comes to do the test or the question type, you have to eliminate the possible answer, or even I can say that you have to eliminate the choices here, just because you have to choose. I can say that make sure that you understand the text properly first and then choose the right one to the right answer here. For vocabulary, if you are really good at vocabulary, you can do it first just because it's not that hard. All right. But for reading comprehension, you have to take time just because it's all about like you need to differentiate lots of choices here and choose just only the one that hit to the answer or question type here. That's all. Perfect, right? Just type perfect for me, please. Perfectนิดนึง. Perfecto. All right, so more and more reading just because I just want to prepare all of you for the final exam. But you need to be careful with reading, right? Just because it's a lot. Okay, here I'm going to let you read for 1 minute, just only 1 minute. Why 1 minute? Just because for the real test, you just have a time only 1 minute to finish the reading test, meaning that if you use more than 1 minute, you might be running out of time. So let's say like you have to guess the possible question or answer for the reading test, right? So here 1 minute, and then try to see your pace, your reading pace here. Also this one 1 minute too. All right, good. Okay, good. Shall we start to read together? So here it's all about an article, right? An article that explains something here. So first we have to see just only the first paragraph first, what it is or what it is talking about. Okay, Earthlife is an international non-profit agency dedicated to the preservation of natural habitat and also the animals that rely on them. So it talks about preservation. So this one would be a keyword. Everyone type preservation for me, please. Preservation, right? Vivivation, that's it. Okay, preservation would be a keyword here just because it talks about a company, let's say non-profit agency here, called Earthlife offers preservation of natural habitat and animals, blah, 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 right? Preservation would be a keyword here. With offices in 20 countries, Earthlife is one of the leading organizations in the fight to fight, battle, tackle. Is that right? Improve something here. Positive one. Preserve our world's precious resources. Since 2021, Earthlife has worked with non-profit groups, world leader in politics, business, and industry, and a government organization like the United States to change the way people think about conservation. All right. So here, the first one is that Earthlife, as an international nonprofit agency, aim to seek for a preservation of natural habitat. Is that right? So this one would be like it must be related to how to conserve this kind of thing. Is that right? Again, you have to type for me conservation, just because it's all about like the way that we have to preserve or conserve things existing in this world, right? So it also said that the Earthlife has been working with lots of an organization here, politics, business, and also industry. So here it searched for the way that we can conserve or preserve something here. Conservation and preservation, that's it. As a part of our mission, Earthlife offers a number of courses for interested individuals. Okay, so here, so let's say like the first paragraph, it talks about an introduction, what they offer, right? What Earthlife offer here. And the second paragraph would be like, it seems to be the idea of, advertising or promoting something here. It's okay. For interested individual and a group of all level of a range of topic related to ecology, biology, green living, university symposia. Symposia here meaning meeting. Is that right? Meeting. So university lecturer, I can say like that, or even government conferences. That's it. In the interest of spreading of important message about honoring our planet, Earthlife can customize a presentation to a specific need of any group. So they can prepare or visualize, customize their specific needs to serve for any kinds of activity that can be offered by Earthlife. Is that right? If you can, if your organization is interested in having Earthlife show up at your next event, please call your local Earthlife office and visit our website. So here's all about like advertising or information required. It's okay. All right. Everyone type information here for a second paragraph would be the main idea, the information that if you need to see and search, that's it. It's not that hard. So moving to next one, this one, right? Again, reading for email, tip and strategy, skimming, scanning. All right. Hello, my name is Luis. Okay, Luis and I am a science teacher at blah, 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 Mexico. We are arranging a special science fair for Earth Day this year at the school. I'm currently in the process of organizing guest speakers for the event. So Luis needs a guest speaker. Is that right? Speaker. Let's say that she or he needs a speaker. Everyone type speaker for me, please. Speakers for the event here. And I like to extend an invitation to Earth Life to be a guest to honor, guest speaker. So I can say like speaker, that's it. We are a regional high school for students in 9th to 12th grade, blah, 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 for a city, blah, 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 right? A number of surrounding districts. So if the information is not that important, so you can jump, right? Jump and reading just only the main keyword here. So let's see, like just focus on main verb would be a key hint for reading comprehension. Main verb is a key. We have approximately 2008 students at the school. That's it. So it's all about information here. In order to determine if Earth Life can provide what we are looking for, I would appreciate it if you could send me more information about your presentation. So they ask for more information. Is that right? On his or her presentation here. Obviously, any kind of seminar would have to fit to the need of the student. So here it's all about student need. Again, so you can type for me, student need, right? Student need here. A limit of our facility and school budget. The project, the presentation must suit for a student need and which limit of facility and budget here. However, we would be delighted to arrange for you to let you be present in our science fair. Please reply at your convenience with the required information here. Thank you. That's it. So when it comes to review, right? So you need to sum up the whole idea here. Let's say Luis asked someone to be a guest speaker at their school, and the school has provided a meeting or a science fair for a student. So the presentation that they're going to provide is that must be met to the student need or limit with facility here. So it's all about like the key concept here. Good. Moving to next one, right? What is the Earth Life promoting in their advertisement? A, presentations about environmental issues. B-boy, job openings at over 20 offices worldwide. CCAT here, an ecology conference at United Nations, or even a new series of internet-based courses. It talks about presentation about environmental issues. Is that right? Everyone type A for me, please. That's it. So here, B-boys doesn't talk. Let's say like it's not talking about job opening, you can say, but it talks about like the office worldwide here, just because lots of brand as international company or even ecology conference is a part of presentation here, but it doesn't say that it's located to the United Nations here, or even a series of internet-based. It doesn't fit for this kind of context. So the answer will go for A. That's it. Why does Louis write to Earth Life? So Louis is a science teacher. Is that right? His school is looking for a new science teacher. He wants Earth Life to design a science fair. He is inviting Earth Life to present at his school, or even he wished to be the guest of honor at Earth Life. He wished to be the guest is not that fit, just because he tried to ask someone to be a guest speaker or create something for science fair. Is that right? So you can wait between the two, B or C. So we can cross A and D first. He wants Earth Life to design. It's not a design, just come up or show up in that school. Is that right? So the answer we go for C cat here. Everyone type CC for me, please. Good, right? Moving to next, what is the word symposium, right? In the brochure, closest meaning to A, conferences, management, cheerleaders, or even sponsors. So you have to look at the keyword here. Government conferences. This one and this one must be the same. Is that right? So the answer we go for conferences. Everyone type A for me, please. It's not that management, it's not that cheerleader or even sponsor here. It's all about conferences. And how many different grades of students attend to Santa Cruz High School? How many different grades? How many different grades? 9 to 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4, right? Again, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this one would be 4 differences. The answer we go for deduct here. Everyone type DD for me, please. So you can count 9, 10, 11, 12. So it counts for 4. That's it. And the last question here, what does Mr. Lewis in his email? More information on Earth Life presentations and Earth Life representative to come to the school. Information about Santa Cruz High School, or even the copy of previous Earth Life presentation. So he asked for the information on the presentation, right? So the answer will go for A. That's it. Everyone type A for me, please. Good, right? If you understood what I'm saying here, type fantastic for me, please. Fantastic, come on. All right, again, right, sum up and summary the idea, right, for this context. This is the an advertising, right, or advertisement, brochure, or even like a blog or things like that. So it might be a little bit different from the new TOEIC test here, just because we can see like lots of thing or information required in the test. What you need to come up is that try to understand in each paragraph first, and then try to see or identify what is the possible answer from the TOEIC test here. Again, for reading test, it takes time, and I hope you guys understand what I'm saying or teaching you. So what you need to see is that the effective strategy must be, individualized or even customized by your own, meaning that some student may not feel like reading tips such as skimming and scanning suit or work for you. So you have to find the other ways to prove it, right? But here I can say that for reading test or speed test in the TOEIC test, skimming and scanning might be an effective strategy for look at the key important things here. That's it. Good, fantastic. My break, okay, shall we break a bit just because I think it's time for break, right? I'm going to let you vote, right, for 10-minute break or 15-minute break, right? If you wish to break for 10-minute, type A. But if you wish to break for 15 minutes, type B boy, okay? A or B, just type it. B na B, okay. Just let's go for break. B boy. See you at 10, right? 10 and 15.ไปเบรกกันดีกว่า All right, all right, all right. Okay, ready to study for the second part, right? And we can finish very, very early just because the core content is a lot here. So let me check first. Enjoy any rock. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. I don't, you can practice by your own, right? Okay, so let's move to this one. I think it's more important one. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give you for 1 minute to review for this reading first. And so for today's class, we can learn more about reading. And then for next week, we are going to do a passport test, reading test for the listening test for final exam, right? So we have to cover by today class. Yep. All right, so for this one, right, attention to all employees. Due to the unusual cold snap in December, our electricity bill for a month was the highest on record. Electricity bill for the month was highest on record. In anticipation for further cold weather in January to February, Free Will Enterprise is installing the following energy conservation measure immediately until further notice. So this is the notice for any employees, right? Due to the cause of the action and something happened next here. Due to unusual cold snap, something happened that is different from it used to be, is that right? So what? The electricity bill, the highest. So it talks about electricity bill. Everyone type bill for me, please. Check bill, check bin. Bill, B-I-L-L, that's it. So meaning that electricity bill is very, very high. Let's say the highest on record, meaning that the most, the highest one in those, January and February here. So meaning that something changed, something must be changed for an action here, right? Immediately under further notice here. So attention to all employees. Okay, all office storage rooms and warehouses will lower their thermostat from 77 Fahrenheit to 4. So reduce from this one to this one, right? Working hours. After hours, the manager responsible for reducing the temperature to 70. From 77 to 74 and then 74 to 70. Upon start work, manager should raise thermostat to 74. So it's all about like open up or even turning off, right? Of any kinds of, thermostat here. Just lower the temperature here. So actually we can understand from this one is that try to lower. Everyone type lower here, okay? Right? The first one is all about the course of the action, and the second one is action plan. Number one is lower as much as possible here. The smart measure is estimated to save the company at least $600 per month. The company advises and earning. Is that right? Earning off the sweater, carrying off the sweater, and ways to work. All doors and windows must be secure after working hour in the office. So this one would be the core important things, right? All doors and windows must be secure, must be closed, actually. Is that right? So you can say, you can type closed So, okay, right? Just because all doors and window must be strictly closed or secure, just because we can save lots of money here. That's it. And this will reduce any unwanted draft from the further cooling buildings. The factory will set the thermostat to 70 Fahrenheit on our chips, and the heat from the machines and human activity should make work there within comfort range. This is all about the action plan or notification for all employees that they should realize or even know. Manufacturing workers already complained about the warm temperatures in their workspaces. Our heating electricity bill, and probably you're at home, is major expense. Prices for electricity have risen more than 30% since last winter. Please help us to reduce costs and keep everyone free at work. So this is kind of a problem with electricity, right? And they try to handle with reducing or securing or even using something precisely and smartly. That's it. Moving to the question here, what kinds of business send the bill? Power, transportation, entertainment, or even manufacturing. Electricity, meaning is that synonymous word would be power. Everyone type A for me, please. Okay, good. On the basis was chart, blah, 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 calculated. What is that actually? This one, right? The current meter reading, the last meter reading, the next scheduled meter reading, or even payment due. So the key word here is that this number, right? 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me check first. What is that? The number. This one, right? Chart, the total chart consumption. Chart would be like this. Last meter reading, current meter reading, next gadget reading, meter reading. Let's say the current one, just because the current one would be the next gadget meter reading. Okay, the current one is the last one that he or she can pay, right? The latest. The next, I don't think so, just because it is future. Payment due would be the last, I can say the last reading. B-boy, everyone type B for me, please. Let me check it again. I think the last one would be that one, yeah. Sorry. B-boy, okay, good. And then at what temperature will office worker work? Temperature office worker work, 74, is that right? Just because we can check this one. Try to reduce from 77 to 74, and then 74 to 70. And if it is in operation, 70 up into 74. So the answer will go for 74. So everyone type 74 here. B-boy. No confusing, right? Just 74, that's it. What is the purpose of new company policy? Purpose, aim, and objective, right? Prepare for warmer spoiling for later. Improve building security. Make worker feel more comfortable. Reduce energy bill cost. So the key purpose is that reduction, or reduce whatever can reduce. Everyone type DD. D-Doc เข้ามาเลยนะฮะ D-Doc is the correct answer. All right, good. So just review and recall again. Moving to next one, what is implied? In the last sentence of the last paragraph of the notice A, everyone should be busy at work. Management is working hard to keep warm. Reducing heating bill may save jobs. Oh my God. Lazy workers will be fired. Let me check again. Manufacturing workers already complained about warm temperatures in their workspaces. Our heating, electricity bill, and probably use at home is a major expense. Prices of electricity have risen more than since last winter. It helped us to reduce costs and keep everyone at, meaning that if you follow the rule, you can stay here. Is that right? So reducing the bill heating may save job would be the answer key. Everyone type C for me, please. That's it. All right, good. So this is kind of like implication question, implied question actually. So it doesn't state directly into the text, but what you need to do is that just think and try to paraphrase what is a possible meaning to the right answer. C นะ C ต่อครับผมน่าจะคิวสุดท้ายละ1 2 all right, so okay, the last reading test for today, we have to review a lot of reading tests first, just because I think that I can secure everyone to do the test properly, right? Okay, just giving time for you 1 minute, like, and then just review this one first. Okay. All right, so shall we start for the last reading test together? So after this, we can do the vocabulary, or before we go for the last section for today's class. All right, so here it's all about email, right? September 21st, Jessica, Christopher, promotion board meeting for vice president. Again, Jessica and Christopher and vice president here. To Jessica from Christopher. Subject promotion board meeting for vice president. So the keyword here is that promotion. Everyone type promotion for me, please. Promote, promotion. Someone can be promoted by the board meeting for vice president here. So the keyword is promotion. I'm wondering if you have a task, a decision on whom to promote a new vice president in charge for sales. Although I will attend the upcoming promotion board meeting on September 21st, 23rd. I've gone over the 3 candidate files, right? So they discuss on who would be suitable for the new promotion, to get promoted from this kind of a vice president position here. Before plugging my favorite candidate, I want to say that the selection committee did an unusually good job for reviewing the candidates. Now I'd like to tell you why I vote for Ronaldo. It's not only his vast experience in his formal education, but also Ronaldo's ease of making friends. Making friends here is all about friendly, right? Actually, he has a number of years of experience or formal education, required education here, but his personality is friendly. Is that right? Everyone type friendly for me, please. And keeping them that the impress me EQ is what sales is all about. And based on my observations and a personal contact with Ronaldo, I feel he is the best man for the job. So Ronaldo might get promoted, but from Jessica here. Is that right? No, from Christopher, just because Christopher wrote this email to Jessica. So meaning that Jessica might be a head of director who can decide. That's it. All right, so Gilbert, it is my pleasure to inform you officially that during the meeting promotion board of blah, 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 were chosen by the all board 30 members, except you to be promoted to the office of Vice President. This is the introduction that, Ronaldo will get promoted. Is that right? And we trust that you will accept this promotion. Our company needs experienced, dedicated, and proven individuals like you to further our company interest. So this one is the key term, right? Experience, dedicated, and proven. Should you accept this offer, kindly notify Mr. Victoria. So when he or she offered this job, right? So what he or she need to do is that notify Mr. Victoria. Just inform Victoria. Everyone type Victoria. Victoria is the key person here in the personal department for decisions. Upon notification, she will arrange a meeting for us to discuss the details for your promotion, such as salary, office, and staff prerequisite, whatever can do. So here, when, let's say like he accept for this job offer, right, or promotion, right, and then he need to inform Victoria to discuss on the detailed information of what can be done after get promoting, right? That's it. Again, congratulations for your new career milestone. We look forward to your future contribution. All right. So the sense of the email, is that positive or a negative one? You got job offer, meaning that you're happy, right? Everyone type happy for me, please. So the sense of this reading is kind of happiness, right? Happy. Happy นิดนึง happy เข้ามาครับ พิมพ์ง่ายๆนะ Moving to questions number 1, right? Who is Christopher Gilbert, the current vice president of SER, the personal friend of Jeremy Weiser, the general manager of SER, a member of promoting board? Christopher is the one, right? Christopher is the one. Who decide which one would be suited for getting promoted. So meaning that Christopher is a member of promotion board here. Is that right? So deduct here would be the answer. Everyone type DD for me, please. Good. Next, when will the promotion board meet the decide on vice president? Meet the decide on. Let me check again. So you can see the date here, September 23rd, right? September 21. I'm sorry. And then September 24. So meaning that the date is changed, right? So when will the promotion board meet to decide on the vice president? October 20 and then 23rd would be the answer here. Everyone type C for me, please. Good, right? Why Mr. Gilbert supporting Mr. Newberry, Christopher Newberry? He is the best educated candidate. He is the most experienced candidate. He has a good people skills, friendly, is that right? Or even he is personal friend. So this kind of question is kind of paraphrasing. So you can see like the writing, a form of writing here is quite different from what you got from the text, right? So you need to interpret the similarity and then try to choose the correct one. So the answer we go for C cat here. Everyone type C for me, please. And then how many members of promotion board may have Mr. Newberry? None, 3, 7, or 11. Let me check again. How many of them? How many I've gone, right? Gone through, gone over 3 candidates. Is that right? So 3 would be a key answer here. None, 3, 7, 11. Type BB for me, please. Good. Okay, B. And the last question is that what is Mr. Gilbert, right? Christopher Gilbert requested to do first. So Christopher has to inform to someone else, right? That is responsible for the detailed information here. Contact personnel manager, celebrate his victory, meet with the chairman of the board, or even contribute to the company growth. Let me check again. So what he needs to do is that kindly notify personnel department of your decision here. Is that okay? So the answer will go for contact personnel manager. The answer will go for A. Everyone type A for me, please. A of 6, CPR 7, 11, right? Happy, right? If you're happy, type happy for me, please. Happy นิดนึง happy เข้ามาครับ ต้อง happy นิดนึงนะ เพราะหยุดยาว All right, I think it's enough for reading comprehension and a little bit exhausted. Okay, should you recall and review, right? This kind of thing is a very key information, key concept, and then key tip strategy for reading exam, right? All right, so moving to the last section for today, vocabulary for this week. I'm going to ask the volunteer to keep and save this chat just because I think that, you know, there is no representative from a good presentation. So just asking for a volunteer to keep this kind of vocabulary, right? Shall we start for 13.1 here? All right, everyone ready, right? Responsible for your number here and type 2 synonym here. Repetition, certainly, certainty, right? And then challenging, regularity, regularly, let's say, supremacy, supremacy, surprisingly, tediously, tediousness, the same, expansion, right, verification, and then privilege. All right, responsible for your number here, and then type 2 synonym. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. Let me check. Let me see for the first chapter of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 done, right? For vocabulary. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 student done for the first chapter. So I have to type done for 13.1 here. Done. Moving to next section here. Ready to go, right? Predisposition, generation, general, generation, perspective, misleading. This is an adjective. Ambivalence, right? Reputation, opposition, deceitful, fantastic, and then notoriously. If you're ready, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, good. So let me check, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3. All right, 23. Okay, 23 student done for 13.2. So what I need to do is that done for 13.2. That's it. Moving to the next chapter. This one, right? Provident. Provident, knowledgeable, right? Antecedent, preferences here. Contradiction, validity, proof, right? Proof, record, validity, credibility. Subsequently, subsequences, eventually, finally here. Anniversary or even awareness, right? Responsible for your number here. If you're ready, just type to synonym here. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, good. Let me check, let me see for the last section, and then we can move to before we go, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 24 done for it. So I have to say done for. 13.3. That's it for vocabulary recalling and synonymous word. That's it. All right. Moving to before we go here, what you need to do is that just try to come up just try to create a meaningful sentence with phrasal verb. We can say, yeah, come up with, get rid of, get on with, put up with, look forward to, plus gerund, right? Or now here. Look after, come across, turn into, become, right? Get over, or even look into. All right. You need to research a bit just because the meaning changed, and what you need to create is a kind of a meaningful sentence based on your understanding. All right. If you're ready, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, so for your final exam, right? Again, it's that TOEIC test, TOEIC format, and TOEIC listening and TOEIC reading. So actually for listening test, it's all about like 100 questions MCQ, right? From the TOEIC test, part 1, photograph, question response, conversation, and talk, right? Cover for 45 minutes on time set, and you have to do together, right? For 100 items here. For reading test, it's all about reading comprehension. So I'm going to let you do for email and reply. Let's say like what we did or what we study in the class would be the final exam. So what you need to do is that just make sure that you can use effective reading strategy on the exam day. That's all about final exam. So the date of final exam is วันที่อะไรวะเดี๋ยวนะวันที่9 10 Let's say 9 or 10, right? So for your class is that 10th of May. 10th of May. Yep. มีคำถามถามได้นะครับ ถ้าไม่มีแล้วสามารถ leave out ออกจาก Zoom ได้เลยพิมพ์เข้ามาเลยนะฮะคิวสุดท้ายละวันนี้เลิกเร็ว 11 โมงปิดจ็อบนะ All right, I think it's time for me to finish a class just only this and see you next week. Bye bye. สวัสดีครับ